There's a chain reaction starting right now that could impact your IT job. And it all begins with something as simple as a single point rise in interest rates. But this isn't just about the numbers. It's about livelihoods. Luckily, I'm going to show you how to prepare for this and how to use it for your advantage to further your career. First, let's talk about why I think there's going to be a market crash in 2024. First is the interest rates. It's a key economic indicator. We've seen a dramatic shift here. In the past year, rates have surged by 4.88%. This isn't just a small bump. This is a seismic shift. Higher interest rates means costlier loans for businesses and consumers alike. This contraction in both corporate and customer spending is a classic recipe for an economic slowdown. Let's shift our focus to something that's the livelihood of the tech industry, venture capital. In 2023, we're seeing a cool down from venture capital funding. Total global VC funding plummeted to $221 billion. That's a 42% drop from 2022 when it was $381 billion. This isn't a minor fluctuation, it's a nosedive. The average investment per deal dropped from 16 million in 2022 to just 10 million in 2023. These figures highlight a crazy shift in the startup ecosystem. The once bustling venture capital scene is now treading very cautiously, signaling a significant shift from the growth at all costs mentality to a more measured, profitability-focused approach. An alarming indicator in the tech industry right now is the rising corporate debt. This is exemplified by WeWork. This well-known firm filed for US bankruptcy protection in November of 2023. The reason? A large debt pile, soaring losses, and dwindling demand for office space. This situation is a clear sign of the broader challenges faced by the tech companies that have accumulated substantial debt. As interest rates rise, servicing these debts becomes increasingly difficult, often leading to drastic measures like layoffs and cost cutting. A company with loans coming due will likely either need to pay back these debts or refinance these loans at a rate that is probably double of what they were paying before, meaning that most companies are about to start paying twice as much for their interest payments. This is happening at a time when it's common for larger companies to have well over $1 billion in debt. As an example, AT&T even has $191 billion in debt. History can offer us some valuable insights. The dot-com bubble burst and the 2008 financial crisis both followed similar patterns of rapid growth followed by sharp corrections. Our current economic situation bears a very striking resemblance to these past events, suggesting that we might be heading towards another correction. Combining rising interest rates, a cooling venture capital market, escalating corporate debt, and historical precedents, we see a convergence of factors pointing towards another market correction in 2024. But even if there's not an actual correction, and we do have this soft landing like many of the financial industries are predicting, the large increase in interest rates are going to make things difficult for tech companies moving forward. With these macroeconomic shifts, it's important to understand what this means for you as a tech employee. In the next section, we'll explore the warning signs within companies that could indicate layoffs are coming. You can never know 100% if layoffs are coming or if you will be a part of them when they do happen. But here are some of the warning signs to keep an eye out for. 1. Budget cuts and reduced spending in a company often signal financial tightening. This is a key warning sign to watch out for. Labor costs can account for as much as 75% of the total business costs. As example, Alphabet, Google's parent company, generally spends around 70 to 75% of its revenue on employees' salaries and benefits. So when a company starts cutting budgets, especially in areas like training or employee perks, it's often a prelude to addressing their largest expense, employee salaries. Number 2 is hiring freeze or halted salary raises. A hiring freeze or a stop on salary increase is often a huge red flag. It's one of the first steps companies take to tighten their belts. The aim is to reduce one of their largest expenses, payroll. 3, changes in management or strategy. Significant shifts in upper management or the company's strategic direction can signal a change in priorities that might lead to downsizing. 4, increased performance scrutiny. A sudden increase in performance reviews or the implementation of performance improvement plans can indicate the company is identifying candidates for layoffs. 5, reduced workload. If you notice a slowdown in workflow or fewer project assignments, it could very well be a sign of decreased demand, which often leads to workforce reductions. 6, rumors and company morale. Lastly, keep an ear to the ground. The general mood and rumors among staff, while not always accurate, can give you a sense of what's coming. Also, there's a crucial aspect of these layoffs that often goes unnoticed, especially by upper management. Despite a reduced workforce, the company's performance targets frequently remain the same. This means that if you're not directly affected by these layoffs, you still might be facing the challenges of meeting the same objectives with fewer resources. In the next part, we'll look at some strategies to help you navigate these challenges, ensuring that you're prepared for whatever changes may come. As we've seen lately, layoffs can happen anytime, especially in turbulent markets. So what can you do to protect yourself and your career during these uncertain times? Well, here are some strategies to consider. First and foremost, prioritize building an emergency fund. Aim for savings that can cover at least 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. This financial cushion can give you peace of mind and stability if you find yourself between jobs. In the tech industry, staying adaptable is key. Continuously update and diversify your skill set. Whether it's learning a new programming language, understanding emerging technologies like AI, or enhancing your project management skills, staying relevant is essential. Also, make sure to maintain and expand your professional network. Make sure to connect with colleagues, join professional groups, and attend industry events. Strong relationships can open up new opportunities and offer support during job transitions. Also, make sure to keep yourself informed about the industry trends and market changes. This knowledge can help you anticipate shifts in the job market and prepare accordingly. Now that I've given you all the common advice that everyone tells you, here's one that's not usually spoken of in the tech industry, and that is to make sure to have multiple streams of income. Consider engaging in side projects or freelancing. This is exactly why I built the app nerdywork.com. It's set up to be a different stream of income for me, while also making it easy for IT professionals to create their own streams of income. It's currently in beta, but if anyone wants to give it a try and provide feedback, please feel free to sign up at nerdywork.com. Lastly, be extra sure to take care of your mental health. Uncertainty can be stressful, so it's important to practice self-care and seek support when needed. It's easy to turn to things like alcohol, but don't do it, it's a trap. And a trap that I've personally fallen for way too many times. Make sure to take your time off and also make sure to exercise. Take the time to pray or meditate if you're not religious. Working in IT can be very stressful. Make sure to balance that with some self-care time. By adopting these strategies, you can not only protect yourself from the immediate impacts of layoffs, but also position yourself for long-term career success and growth. It's clear that there's a high potential for a market crash in 2024 and that poses significant challenges, particularly for you all in the tech industry. But with every challenge comes opportunity. Remember, the key to navigating these uncertain times is preparation and adaptability. Building your emergency fund, diversifying your skill set, nurturing your professional network, engaging in side projects, and staying informed about the industry trends are not just strategies for survival, they are stepping stones to a thriving career. I am begging you to take these insights and start implementing them in your own professional life. Start building that emergency fund. Enroll in that course to learn a new skill. Reach out to your network and explore opportunities that align with your career goals. I know that the last thing you want to do after a hard day of work is go learn a new skill or work on a side hustle, but if you do it right, that side hustle will also be good stress relief. Before I started making YouTube videos, I did woodworking as a hobby. That can easily turn into a side business that is rewarding and relaxing. I use video creation as an outlet in that exact same way. It's an outlet to let me use my creativity and hopefully someday have an extra revenue stream. But if you're looking for a platform to find flexible work opportunities or just connect with like-minded professionals, I invite you to please check out nerdywork.com. It's a resource that I created with the aim of supporting IT professionals just like you. Change is inevitable, but how we respond to it defines our path. By being proactive, informed, and adaptable, you can turn these challenges into a huge opportunity. If you like this video, please subscribe, but only do it if you really found this video helpful and want to see more like it. But until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and as always, stay nerdy.